Hello, welcome to the Casual Convo Show where we have conversations about topics that affect the community's personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo so you don't have to have the tough convo. I'm your host, Coco, and we have, well, first, welcome back. We have Paul, the
Hey,
mayor, and then we have
hey,
the Jew for president.
Hey y'all.
Hey, y'all, we back. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
yes,
It has been a minute. How are y'all doing before we do the mental health check-in?
I'm doing fine. Chilling. Working.
What about you, Paul? What's been going on?
hey, I'm still doing what I do. Am I echoing?
No.
Okay,
Mm,
yeah, I'm still doing what I do. Slow down for a minute. How are you?
Um, I'm okay. I'm managing. I'm gonna just say that. We're gonna get into some actually that's part of what we're gonna talk about today. Not I'm not gonna go specifically into detail, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So before we do all that, let's the mental health check-in first. Y'all wanna go first? I think mine is gonna bring us into the topic for the night. Who wanna go first?
I'm in between drained and tired. As far as my mental health, I'm just in between drained and tired. December brings about so much depression and sadness. Then it's always doctor's appointments and all this stuff. It seems like every December is the same old, same old. So I'm just drained and tired, just trying to make it through December.
I'm here. I'm happy. Look at my eyes. They look so closed. Um yeah, I'm a very taking new journey in my life and I'm happy about it. And uh I don't know. Life is life and things is things and I'm happy. That's it. That's my mental health.
Um, mine, I want to say managing. It's a lot going on. Life be life in. But I think overall, I've been handling it well. Even when you have like a lot of stuff going on, like I think a lot of times people don't understand. You can't take everything personal. And I think it's a true statement is everybody, I think everybody, especially around this time, everybody got stuff going on. Everybody have life that's going on. Everybody have, you got family stuff, you got friend stuff, you got all kinds of things going on. So I think the most part, and especially for this particular segment, is to make sure you take care of your mental health. And then sometimes when you got to care for other people, it's also a thing that can affect your mental health, which is something that I wanted to get into is work life balance is like a must. A must. Then we can get into that to the other part. So when you don't have effective work life balance and boundaries, it can heavily affect like your day to day. Like when Paul is saying, like exhausted. It's days we're exhausted. I don't think we don't understand how much life first of all, outside of your professional realm or outside of if you act like towards Paul, like being an like activist and you're doing a whole bunch of community events and all of that stuff, even though things can be rewarding, the work that we do, it can also take a toll on you and it can take a toll on your health. And then you don't understand when it goes on and it can spill over into your personal life, your relationships, all kinds of stuff. So having that balance is definitely important. So what I wanted to talk about tonight was pros and cons, and also work life balance, but also another piece is caregivers. And I think for a lot, and even like in my profession and my personal life, people don't understand I mean. I think it's not enough attention on caregivers. They don't get enough respect. They don't get enough kudos for managing work, family, um, trying to take care of yourself and then trying to take care of someone else's needs. Because when you're a caregiver, you're not only physically taking care of someone, you're emotionally taking care of someone, you're nurturing, you're everything, because you're like their gatekeeper. You got to talk to everybody around them. And then you also got to still manage your own self without letting your own priorities and your own things drop. So I kind of wanted to get y'all feedback first on what work life balance, or Paul, like doing what you do in the community, personal, like how do you balance that?
I balance that by doing what I do when I have my time alone. Or, you know, I don't, I, I might say just my time alone, unwinding from everything is how I balance it. And if I go out with somebody, we might go out on a date. I haven't been out a while because I really haven't been up to being around people. Go out and speak and do these little things, but just being around people to be around people, I really haven't been feeling that. Like I said, December for me is a time for me to basically just slow down being around people. It's like the bear hibernate. That's my hibernation time. I might be here and there, but not really out heavily. You know what I'm saying? It's just refreshing time and just time to think because like I keep telling people, I say, damn, if you look at the words, the meanings of words, I love words. And see, December means the word DECE means 10 in Latin. And then you go back to November and that means 9 and so on and so on. Like that. But then they didn't change around where December is the 12th month when really December is the 10th month. I think that throws people off a lot too. Somewhere or another, the heavens play into the way they set out their calendar shit. But I don't know. There might be too much mysticism.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm not even really much into mysticism, but I'm just saying I be reading a lot of stuff. But that's why I just don't. I don't know that December really throws me off a whole lot all the time.
Yeah.
And I guess
Uh,
my balance from my activism and all that stuff is in December is when I just kind of like shut down, slow down a whole lot. Maybe come back out in the end of January or something like that, February, once we get back started up.
say that.
Yeah. Uh, go out, go downtown, go to the stores, chill, sit and watch football, sit and be on Facebook. I mean, keeping up with what's going on, but just not being out and about around people.
Yeah. I ain't really found the balance between work life and life for real. Especially, and it's harder when they both a little unorganized. Like I'm trying to get back. I'm at the grade be in the middle of moving, so a little razzle life grade be a little razzle with moving stuff around and packing up and organized. We ain't even pack nothing. Moving next week. Pack a damn thing. Like, and then work, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of things going on at work. And then, parents, family, stuff. It's a lot. I don't know how I commend everybody who got like a balance. Cause when I get there, you better watch out, world. I'm telling you, 'cause I'm gonna take that shit by storm. The moment I can. I'm trying. I'm not too far off though. What I do like on a leisure time, like I do things I like. If I want to go out and have a drink, I'm going to go out and have a drink, and I'm probably going to dance. I'm probably going to do some karaoke. If I don't feel like going out, I sit in the house and I read a book, or listen to a book, or paint some shit, or try to draw some. I would try to teach myself digital art. Try to draw some shit. I check out. You know, I don't really like December either. I feel like that's the month of greed. That's the month where everybody, I like the holidays though. I like the joyful, cheerful part about family and all that. But I don't know. I see a lot of people like like they people put bill money on the line to do some certain things to get stuff, and it's not only about the gift giving, it's about you know time and family. It's supposed to be about Jesus, but whatever. um so that's a lie. you
I
know
hope you're not about tomorrow.
I
I'm just
just think
saying,
I
for
hate
real,
people.
it is. That's what it's supposed to be about. Like everybody make it about and it's not wrong because I'm not saying because I got gifts and shit growing up too, and at one point in time I was a big gift giver, but that's not all it's about. I miss the other parts of it. The family time, the playing the games, the singing songs and shit like that. That's what the holidays is really about. Like to me, for real, but people put too much of a money value on it. It take the fun out of everything now. Yeah, I'm sick of being cold. It's cold.
When is this started though?
It's cold. I'm a winter baby, and it's cold. It's been an Arctic blast. We've been living in the Arctic.
You know that movie The Day After Tomorrow, when the
Yeah.
shit just freezes over. Like what they say when the hell freezes over, when the earth
hmm
just freezes up. That's what that Arctic shit is coming in here
hmm
like that.
And it's gonna snow the day after tomorrow. We're gonna get some bottled
It's
water.
snowing
Send me some
tonight.
bottled
It's supposed
waters.
to, it's supposed to start
I'm a,
snowing here tonight.
all right, I'm a read word. Well, I wanted to look up the meaning of um work life balance first. I'm not even going to add the caregiver in right this second because I think that's something a lot of us like battle with. So, to give context to it, where we're going with it is work life balance is about harmonizing professional responsibilities with personal needs, time for family, hobbies, rest, preventing work from overwhelming life. It's achieved through strategies like setting boundaries, leveraging flexible work, prioritizing self care, exercise, diet, sleep, and integrating work purposefully rather than fighting it, leading to less stress and greater fulfillment. So I kind of wanted to tackle in on that because I think the biggest thing, and we always talk about like boundaries and the importance of boundaries in different things, but I don't think we've never really talked about how to prioritize and set boundaries when it's balancing our everyday life, like everything that we do, like in our daily tasks and our daily struggles. So I'm really understanding the significance of having work life balance as of late. Like over the last couple of years, it's been something that I work on a lot of times when like it's being taught like in classes, society, everything like that. We try to learn how to do it, but at the same time, sometimes it gets hard, and a lot of times we get lost in doing everything else outside of ourselves. And I know I'm definitely one of those type people where I'll overly extend myself, and
Yeah.
then sometimes knowing when to pull back, right? So and that's even it could be even when we're like at work you may overextend yourself because you want to be a team player, you want to be productive, you want to do all these things, and you want to excel and be the best of what you can be. But a lot of times, those yeses could have probably been no's. And I think a lot of times we don't know what areas in life where we can say no and maybe knowing when to pull back. So moments when we're not getting sleep, when we're feeling like overwhelmed, antsy, and all of those things, it's because somewhere along the lines there's been a shift and we need to set some type of boundary where we can like take care of your personal self and your mental health yourself. A lot of times you see people like I ain't had time to go do my hair, I ain't had time to go do this or something that's fulfilling and that's relaxing, that bring us peace, because we get lost like, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that, and then as soon as somebody call or somebody needs you to do something, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna go be there for that person. The whole time you don't realize how far back you're falling. So I kind of also wanted to get your input on, I don't know what that was, on your input on how to set boundaries, or you ever had to set boundaries to try to give balance. And I think sometimes we set them and don't even know it. Like, you know how we like, I'm about to just be like, F all of this, or I'm just about to say, forget it, I'm not going to do it. That's the boundary, because even though we're in an overwhelming state, we know we need to take a step back and we need to reset. So what does like your reset, or when you're overwhelmed, like what are some things that you do?
You know, when it come to work in particular, like work, um, I'm gonna complain at first. I ain't even gonna lie, cause that shit be getting on my nerves. You know, like I try to talk about it, then I'm gonna let you know it's really getting on my nerves. I'm gonna complain to the right people that this needs to be taken care of. You know, I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna stress, because once the job starts stressing me out, I need to find a new one. It's just that simple. I realized that about myself, you know, like, cause I don't mind working, cause I need my job to sustain, like, in life. But once the job starts stressing me out, I know it's basically like I can feel how I want to feel, and as an employee, I'm going to say, and you know what, within my rights, I'm going to say, because a lot of people do be scared to say something. Like, you don't gotta go in there and fuss people out, but you can go in, and especially when you know you feel like you're doing something, you missing something, you don't have the tools to do your job, you feel me, you overwhelmed, because workplace burnout is a thing. You unproductive, you feel me, and you gotta say that. You gotta tell your boss that I can't be the full me, you know if I am being burnt out, and yeah, somebody younger may come in here and do this job faster, but I'm hella efficient in my job. You feel me? Know your worth, and do your shit. Like, for real. And I'm talking about like in job in general. I ain't even talking about mine. Mine, they is what they is. Fuck's coming there. But me personally, when it comes to work, I set boundaries by I I come in here to do a job, so I'm gonna come and do that. And yeah, at times, I may feel like, fighting for a cause. But when I'm tired of fighting for the cause, I don't fight for the cause. I don't bring work home. I come home, and if I'm either going to deal with the shit, or I'm going to move the fuck on. For real. Because all they're going to do is hire somebody else right there if they fire you. So why not go ahead and go, Now in life, now I'm going to hurry up. In life, I set boundaries all the time. So a lot of motherfuckers don't like me. I don't care, because I value my peace more than any fucking thing. And I not only do I set them, I preach about setting my fucking boundaries. I will tell them, listen, let me tell you something. Don't call me and a motherfucker playing with you. I am the person to call. I will tell you the truth. But motherfucker, I got your back. I'm gonna talk you into listen. If you wrong, I'm gonna tell your ass wrong. But if the fuck a boundary need to be set there, I'm a counselor. Baby, it's okay to put you first. I'm always going to choose me. Set the motherfucking boundaries. The motherfuckers that know you and fuck with you will always be there. And they'll respect them boundaries. And you gotta respect other people's boundaries too. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Did I answer your question?
You did, but you touched on something that I kind of wanted to elaborate on. But Paul, do you have anything before I do that? I don't want to cut Paul off.
Nah, I mean the same boundaries I set before, like from away from work. Being here's the boundaries I set for life. When I'm here in my place, either I'll be bothered or I don't. I had the choice of being bothered or not. That's the boundaries. Okay, we can go on to the next thing.
No, because when you mentioned like about the people around you, let's touch on that for a second. Because sometimes the people around you don't always get it. Especially, I'm gonna speak for the people that's always there for everybody else. And when people are so used to you being the yes person or the person that they can lean on and go to for every freaking thing, da 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 da, and you constantly you going. And it ain't even like I said, it's not even just work. It's like your friends, if your family, different people around you who lean on you. So when you're that person that everybody goes to, or you that person people know, oh, I know this person gonna be there. And when you become the person that everybody know is gonna always be there, it gets hard when you can't be there and you're going through something internally and you need to retreat and you may not be able to be there. And then as much as we want to, and then somebody may really need you, people don't understand. Some people, everybody had things going on in life, right? And part of that work-life balance and setting boundaries is knowing when you need to retreat. And then sometimes it's like, well, shit, who the fuck do I lean on to give me that same comfort and that same acceptance that everybody else has with me, right? So then when you can't get that, and I'm gonna speak from experience, I'm going to retreat. Is my retreat always in the best form? No, but sometimes I just go ghost. And sometimes that's needed. And a lot of times the people around you don't understand when you feel fully depleted and you're not being replenished. So that whole statement of, okay, you keep pouring in everybody cup, your cup getting empty, but it's nobody that can pour into you. Granted, and everybody keeps saying this, well, you can't expect you with other fucking people. I hate that because why can't you? Not saying you got to be that person to a T. I'm not expecting you to do the things that I would do, but uh,
Right.
being being a person is just understanding. Like, don't take everything too personally. And I know sometimes we get wrapped up in our own shit that we take things personally. But sometimes you got to think like, if everything don't be about you, sometimes people just need time to be a fucking alone and put some shit together or figure some shit out. And then sometimes people just need quiet.
Shit, I don't see. I mean, it's boundaries is just like it's like law. Like who the fuck don't need? It's boundaries and like you go buy a ticket to your favorite celebrity concert, $1,000 ticket. You got there's a boundary between you and that person. You can't you unless you buy the meet and greet. Just because you spent that don't mean you going to go see them. You feel it's a boundary. There's a boundary there. You feel me? Like there's boundaries in life for every fucking thing. And I know that was just a weird thing. I just wanted to get off of work at home, so I wanted to use something else real quick. But yeah, man. That's all I had to say. I'm a little somewhere.
I already know. Paul, you got anything?
No.
All right. So let me bring in the caregiver part. And I think I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been in work life balance and caregiver.
Right.
That's one of the hardest things to do and the hardest things to create because especially if you're like one of the only people somebody has, right? And so you're trying to like be a caregiver for this person, still manage your own stuff, still try to have a personal life and everything else. I don't think people understand it. What I think what interferes in creating that balance is a lot of times the person who's the caregiver is always never enough. Or somebody always wants to tell that person how they should be the caregiver or what they need to do. And it's like, if I need to do this, why don't you do it? And I know there have been several times I've been in the caregiver position, and it's always somebody that want to tell you what you're doing wrong or what you should do. And it's like, if you have so much to say, why don't you help out? Why don't you give this person a break, or why don't you give this person additional resources to make it a little bit easier instead of having something to negative to say? Because a lot of times what people don't understand is, like, when people are caring for other people, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a friend, whether you get paid to do it or whatever, you take on everything that other person has going on. Everything. Not only if it's like a physical aspect, a finance, whatever it is, you take on everything that person has, and then you still got to deal with your shit. You still got to try to do everything with a smile. And then if you, God forbid, if you have a bad fucking day, you have a bad day, everybody look at you like you're the worst person in the freaking America because you're not walking around with a smile on your face, not knowing being a caregiver is difficult. Especially, like, let me go back for an example. I remember there was a time where I was in school. I was younger. A family member of mine was like going through some rough stuff, and they were really sick. And I would go every day. I would go to. I had to study. I went to school. I went to work. I worked full time. Went to school full time, and I had my kids were still in school, and I was still going to take care of this person every day. Still going home and study, still having to go work, deal with the public. And at that, I think at that, I'm still was working in healthcare. And at that time, I was like really like hands on. I was working in like peds and everything. So you can only imagine going from that, then going to care for somebody, going home, they still got to feed my kids, help them with schoolwork, and do all kinds of other things. And then you still have people that tell you what you should be doing. And it's like, but you're not doing anything. And nobody understands what the person who's being a caregiver not only is sacrificing, and there are times where you don't go to sleep. There are times where you just feel like giving up. But it's always people who don't do it or won't do it, but always have an input of what somebody should do. And everybody thinks just being a caregiver, all they got to do is just do this. No, it's not easy, and then to still find time to just breathe. Because when you're a caregiver and you trying to still have your own life, you really don't have time to breathe.
Caregiver burnout is a thing. I think anybody that's solely responsible for dealing with a sick person, that's a lot of responsibility. Like that's a major responsibility. That's like a caregiver, like whether like a child is taking care of a parent taking care of a child. Um, it seems hard. I see a lot more people uh um part like making videos about like doing stuff like this or like doing story times, like the mothers with autistic kids or parents with autistic kids, they show like their journey and breakdown days and stuff like that. uh I think like I do think a lot of people don't know like the stress that it causes the person, because a lot of people, especially the ones who like not don't have to like do it themselves, but like for the family members who sit back and like can watch those kind of things, like I can see like the younger kids, because I remember like growing up. When I grew up, I had my grandfather. I grew up in the house with my grandfather. He was sick, and we was young, so like us being kids, we ain't understand, so we ain't take it, as serious as it was. But like as we are all older, and our parents are starting to go through their things. I see like me and cousins and all us and a lot of people that I see like our age, like it seems like the generations like the responsibility when it comes to like having to take care. It's like more people taking care of their parents right now. They even did like a statistic thing on it, like but we're talking about caregiver in general, because going hand in hand with that, I've been seeing like this trend of like mothers showing like a daily routine or like a weekly routine with like their autistic kids. And I just seen one like 2 days ago. The woman, like, she was in tears. Like son had like a really bad day, and it was like really bad on her. And and she was just like, I have my real good days, and so I think people is more bringing more awareness to all that stuff now. Like people see it. It's still fucked up. Tyler Perry put it in his movies. You feel me? Like the mothers be sick and nobody never there and all that and something bad. It always take for something. It's I don't know. That's the way people are. That shit crazy, Coco. Because what you was saying is like all true. Because that's how that shit be. Like especially even working in the healthcare field. Like when I used to work on units, I used to see that. Like uh that's why I didn't work in nursing homes when I had my CNA GNA style, so I couldn't do that because the devastation of like just seeing people like in like nursing homes and like no family come up or like a family member all the time, and that stuff's sad for real. Like I don't see how you could not take care of like your parents or like your loved one.
Sometimes I think on that flip side, it could be an absent parent. And I think a lot of times we see that parent not have many people. And then you never know if that's the last surviving family member of the eldest family members. And then you have some parents who are not engaged with their kids. So when they get sick, they have it's nobody and a lot of times
No, I get that. No,
yeah,
the
with your
logical shit, I
there.
get that. No, I get that. I get that 100%. I get that. You feel like parents that really wasn't there fucked up. I get that. Even me and my mother ain't got the best relationship, but if she was 100%, you feel me, like down on her luck, I know I would be the one that would be there. You feel me? Like I know I would. I can't even say my punk ass brother wouldn't be there. He probably would too. You feel me? But I just, I ain't, in my opinion, I ain't had the best of parents, but I wouldn't see neither one of them. You feel me? Like that. But I 100% understand that you got some people,
And
just
it could be
can't.
conflicting it could be conflicting for the child, even though if you're an adult and you have a family member that may need you, and even if you have other siblings or other people that may can go, and sometimes the husband wife be a hot mess, and you got to deal with that too. But sometimes it can be conflicting for the child, no matter how old. We don't understand how far the absent parent affects a person fully, and that affects you even in your adulthood. Because now you got to have a decision of I got to care for this person because they keep calling me. I got to care for this person who was never there for me.
But they
That
ain't the only ones. But what about the kids who the parents took good goddamn care of them? You feel me?
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't, you feel me? Taught you good values, work these good jobs and all that. You feel me? Helped you get through college and all that shit.
hmm
You know.
If you have those two, those I don't understand. But then when you talk to some of them, it's like it can be conflicting because you have the emotional piece of they got to see their parent like that. They got to do. I think certain things of reality starts to set in. Like this person may not always be there, or they're not going to be there forever. Because if you have a parent that's like your hero, or y'all like have a real close relationship, a lot of people can't fathom seeing that person, you know, leave. Paul.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you what. I was 16 years old, and I was at the place called Morganton High Rise for committed youthful offenders. And I worked my way down through that place, through the brown clothes, down to the green clothes, and out to a committed youthful offender camp. And at this camp, we used to go to a place called Western Carolina Center. It's in Morganton, North Carolina. And I got over there when we first went over there. They take us over there. We used to go to a place and be putting bolts and screws and shit and all that kind of stuff and canes and all that kind of stuff. And there was kids and young adults and all this over there that were either deaf or was kind of slow or some kind of other disabilities and stuff. They all came on a little van over there, and we'd be over there working with them. And I observed and I watched and I learned, and you know, humility. Humility is in caregiving. And I watched and I learned from them. I was humble. And eventually, they started teaching me the little signs and all that stuff and everything, a little bit of all that good stuff. And I got promoted to go over to the main building over there. So now the main building, you work with people over there that has disabilities. They might have, um, I can't remember the term for people with extra large heads and stuff. And they could hardly move their heads because they break the damn neck if they move their heads or something like that. I can't remember what they call them. I know people would call them water heads, which is not right. But I know there's all kinds of people like that with disabilities. And I go there with them aides over there, and I work with them. And so I learned about caregiving. Actually, my hands-on caregiving at 16, doing that, working around these people like this with disabilities and all this stuff. But see, I learned about it before then from my granddad because he used to take care of his mom, who stayed in the back of us on West and out on Burton Street. He used to go there and take care of her all the time because she didn't have no legs; she was amputated. And he'd go there every morning and take care of her and whatever she needed to do and all that stuff. So I mean, you know, you gotta, for one thing, actually to be a caregiver, you gotta be caring about people. That's gonna be your first thing. And it's gonna take a lot out of you. It's gonna take a lot of you because it takes a lot out of you. And people, when they see this, some people, when they see this, they would try to take advantage of you. And being the person that you may be, you might say, well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll on with this and see how far they're gonna go and see where it is, where they going. What's the end game to all this crap? Some people just actually just try to keep on using it. If you don't say nothing, put into it. So that's where you gotta have some boundaries in caregiving. Because some people want you to keep your lips puckered up to their behind, caring for when they don't need no care for. They just want to use you. Be it family, friends, whoever. Being a caregiver means your first obligation is to be caregiving to yourself. I don't know when the hell I done got all sidetracked and shit. I better start smoking right now. And then I took that pill
No,
too.
you good. It's
Oh,
Took
but that
that
was a
pill too.
good
no, it was
that was
actually
a good
leading
point.
into it was because I'm gonna speak from experience. With me, I'm the person everybody call when they're sick or when they don't have nobody or when it's whatever. And then I always be that person, right? I don't mind, but I do agree you have to set boundaries for yourself. That's where I get lost because I'll be giving so much of myself, and then like I just go, and then I'm realizing shit, I ain't been asleep, and things like that. And I'm also the person when people are dying or know that they on their way out is caution out. You know what I mean? We need her to come. We need her to do this. We need her to do that. And then I'm like, okay. So now I'm rearranging what I got going on, right? And then sometimes it becomes a lot because there are times where I've had to deal with negative people, or, and a lot of times in families, there's always some form of like, I don't want to say jealousy, but yeah, jealousy or some type of, oh, why they talking? You don't want to deal with certain things, but then when you feel like you're being alleviated, it's like, oh well, that's my I'm this person, I'm that person, and it's like, okay. So when I'm like, all right, I step back and I'm gonna let you do you. You know what I mean? Then it becomes, oh, she don't want to do nothing. She this, she that, this, and then a third, and then it's like, okay, cool. And then when I do try to set a boundary, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fall all the way back. And then when I fall all the way back, something happens. And then of course when meetings are needed or appointments and they need to talk to a medical provider, Next thing I hear, I come, call Chanel. You know what I mean? And then me, I know with the heart that I have, yes, people do take advantage of your kindness. And then when you start to choose you, everything changes. And people don't understand what that's like, or what a person who's always called on, especially when people are sick or when people are in need, to be that caring person, to be that provider, or to sit. I'm the person, I'll sit with you for hours. I've seen so many people, family, friends, or whatever, transition. And then it's like nobody, once I came, everybody else fell back. And I'm like, oh, damn, y'all going, and then I'm like, well, let's try to figure out a schedule. It'll work for maybe a day, a couple of weeks. And then next thing you know, I'm finding myself in the hot seat all over again. But then it's hard not to feel some type of way, because there was a period, for months I was out of commission with an injury, couldn't walk, couldn't do nothing. I didn't even get a phone call from him, you know what I mean? It was like, and it's like, you be like, damn, okay. So, I'm a toughen it up and go through what I go through. But then as soon as, people see you back out and you in the atmosphere, you feeling a little bit better. The first thing happens is, oh, we need you to go do da 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 da. This person needs you, this person needs you. And then I'm back at the hospital. I'm back making these decisions. I'm back in the meetings. And I'm like, it's easy. I still have to say it's easy to get lost caring for every freaking body where you forget you. And I felt myself a lot of times, and even still to this day, where I'm like, I ain't had a chance to do nothing. And then when the time when you think you got a freaking break, something else comes up, or something else, it's like needed. But I do understand, even caring for someone or being a caregiver for somebody, it does spill over when you're exhausted, because you're caring for this person, you handling all of their paperwork, all their medical needs, all of their, errands, whatever they need to have done. And then you like, shit, I gotta go to work. And then now you gotta pour into your clients, your patients, or whoever like that. And then you got coworkers, and it's like you still being pulled on, you still being pulled on. At some point, you feel like, I'm tired of being pulled on. And then you don't really realize that you start to be like, look, I just want to be left alone. And you start to retreat. And people think, oh, you're being funny, or you acting like this, when it's like, no, I just need to focus so that I don't completely break down. And that's the part of a caregiver that people don't understand. It's not just them caring for a person. They still gotta function in life, and that can become really, really hard. Like really, really hard. And a lot of people around that person, and I'm speaking from experience, will take everything that you do personally when it has nothing to do with them.
A lot
It's
of them.
just, it's yeah, no, and I'm to a point where I'm okay with that now, but I'm not going to sit up here, I ain't gonna front and act like it don't hurt. You know what I mean? Especially when you have no clue, when sometimes some people, that are you okay? How are you? That shit goes a long fucking way. And that's something I try to ask everybody that I pass, everybody I care about. But that person who asks that, nobody do that. But as soon as something happen, you right back and caring for your loved one or whoever you do. And as soon as somebody know that you there, and I know when people know that I'm present, they feel like they can fall back. And that's just crazy. And that's why I say caregivers
You
don't
know
get
why
enough.
though?
I've been in that shit a whole lot of times.
You know why though? So I had a piece of candy. I can't have a piece of candy was good. Listen, a lot of people don't say no. A lot of people will show up. A lot of people show up, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, when it get to the point where it's fucked up, or you need to take a break, I've been told like I'm mean, because there was a time where I would show up all the time when I completely lost myself. It seemed like nobody noticed it. You feel me? crying out for help. I ain't even notice it. You feel me? Fuck that. I ain't never doing that shit again. I don't care. If I can't at that moment, I won't. But I'm going to show up if I need to. If I love you enough, if it's in my heart to do that, then I'm going to. But if at that moment, I understand, you feel me? Like, it's certain situations that no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to get up and show up. But I am not showing up for everything. And I don't expect everybody to be available to show up for everything for me. I don't know what other people going through sometimes. You feel me? I had a situation where one time, one of my brothers called me to tell me some bad news. I was having a really bad day that day, and I was calling him at the same time. And I ended up pouring. I didn't even ask, about the day. I was so going through my shit that I just like poured. You feel me? And I needed that. And he told me that, like, I needed that. He waited like a whole day to tell me what he needed to tell me. But he said, you needed to get that out so bad because I never seen you like that. I know you needed that, if anything. And I felt great. You feel me? I was fussing his ass and all. Nick, you should have still told me anyway. You feel me? Like, oh my God. But sometimes you feel me? Like, you just gotta and don't care. And I've been told I was mean for this. I don't care how nobody feel when I choose me, because I chose me for a reason that day. I could choose anything in the world, especially if you give yourself 100%. And I give that to everybody. If you give yourself 100% every day, never apologize for the one time you ever put yourself first. It don't fucking matter how little it is to anybody else. That shit was big enough to you that day. And once you recognize that and live on that shit, you ain't wrong. Because the most successful people in life do that. And my grandma used to tell me that she was loaded and at peace. You feel me? Like, for real. She was that motherfucking one. I miss her. One thing I got from her ass. It took me a while to understand it, but for real, like, it's okay to be there for people. But how you gonna show up? Who gonna be there when you ain't there?
That's where I started to be like, okay, fuck it. And I'm like, damn. When you start to see people fall up, and it's like, and it's usually when you start, and that's why I said also therapy definitely works, especially when you're trying to balance everything. I ain't gonna lie, it saved my freaking life. Because some points I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? And when you have someone who's non-biased, who's doing their job, and they're like, you have to prioritize yourself. And then when you start to do that, you start to notice, even though you may not, you allegedly, you thought you meant a lot to a lot of people. It wasn't that. It was just that you were that wall that held them up. But then it's not noticing when that wall collapsed. Ain't nobody gonna catch you when you used to be in the wall that's holding that. I'm probably using the wrong fucking terminology, but whatever. You get what But when you not that person no more, and you're trying to choose you, and you're trying to find a common ground, whereas though I don't feel like I'm lost, and it's easy to feel lost, and it's easy to fall into losing yourself into helping other people, but it's harder to pick it back up and put the pieces back together of trying to find yourself, because once it's all over and done, you're like, what the fuck am I going to do with myself? Because all of your
You
time and
got a
all
heart.
right, all of your time and all your days consumed being there for everybody, and not only caregivers but healthcare workers who are also caregivers outside of their jobs. That shit is hard too, because you are the person, because of your field and your knowledge that people go into, but you're constantly pouring, no matter what area that you work in. When you work with the public, you have to have a level of empathy, and you have to have something. No matter if you have everybody have bad days and you got to take on this angry person, you're taking all of that on. and then you got to take it back, and then you got to give all of that. You know what I mean? You're still giving for the whole time. So by the time you get home, or you get to put your feet down, it's like you got to get back up and do it all over again. People don't understand like how much, like, just a couple days ago, I told you, I was like, oh, I don't even think I've been asleep. I think I probably had like 2, 3 hours of sleep. And then sometimes just when you do try to take a break, it's like you're wrong for that too. Like, you know what I mean? So, and it's like you do have to drown out the noise. And I think I'm in a space. I'm not trying to make this whole thing personal. I'm just trying to give a relatable experience or whatever. This is the best way that I can go into this.
Listen, Fry, you know
Mhm.
I know. You know I know.
So
Right.
it's like the best thing that you can do. And I'm learning, like, I'm being like, all right, well, whatever. I'm just in the season of I can only do what I can do. But even in the midst of I can do
Mhm.
what I can do, it still gets hard when you can be that person's only person. And then sometimes the person who you taking care of can also be mean. And it's not, and then you got to try not to take that personal, because this person may be going through something or whatever. But it's like, again, you just taking it on. You just, and not saying a punching bag, but I don't think we realize being there and being that person, how much we really take on
Mhm.
until you're fully consumed and you just like, yo, what is going on? Because you never took that time for yourself. You never took that break for yourself. This is, I think,
I'm gonna tell that sick ass, keep being mean to me. And I'm gonna let such and such come the fuck up here.
yeah, I
See
think
how you like that.
it's crazy. And people forget other people outside of themselves have feelings and they go through stuff, but then they be like, if you got to take time for yourself, just do it. And I think over the last week or so was the first time, and probably over since I was probably in my 20s, that I put my phone on D&D just so I can have a break. And then I made a mistake and forgot I had it on D&D, and I actually got some sleep. So it's boundaries are definitely important. So I got
I
my next
just
question. Hmm.
can I say this before you say that? I don't have no kids, but listen, I gotta turn my cat boy to all my nieces and nephews. I hope y'all love me enough to take care of me. If, don't put me in a home. Just put me in a room in one of y'all houses somewhere, and just take care of me when I get old. Y'all know what it is. We gonna be fun. I know I'm the fun aunt. So just take care of me. That's all I wanted to say. Just in case they watch you.
No, funny story. Just like over the weekend, all my kids were like here, whatever, and and I don't know how it came up, but it came up. I said, "Y'all gonna put me in a home?" So, my daughter, of course, she's like, "Mother, you're not going in the home." Yeah. So, boys get quiet. I already know. So I said, "Well, look, if y'all do, can it be a nice one? Somewhere that got like some programs where I can
In
go
the
to, like,
bed.
a day room somewhere that's real nice. Just don't put me in. Listen, because I get it, and it can be a lot, even when your kid, when you gotta like have somebody at home, because that's 24/7. And
Listen,
I've been like, when my grandmother, my aunt, and her being in the same home, I knew how that was, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to be there like every day. Because I'm like you said, I'm like, my grandmother took care of me. Like, I'm gonna be there if I she ain't going to no home. We gonna do this. Like, I got you. You get what I mean? And I didn't realize how much it was, but even still in it. And then it was like finally, like, as unfortunately, when her transition really was like starting, that's when more families started to come around. They like, oh, you come every day, you do this, you do that, and I'm like, she did it for us. If I called my grandma when I was young, my grandma ain't had no car. She would get on the bus. I didn't care where I was. She was coming to get me if I said, come get me. You think I'm gonna let this lady sit? And I went every day. I ain't care. Took my kids, everything, every day, and I did that. So it's just like it's just a lot, and I think people don't understand how much. And I think even during that time, it bonded my aunt and I, because we didn't have a close relationship like that until we both cared for my grandmother. And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say it was just us, but for a long time it was just me, her, and my uncle. But after that, but during that time, and of course everybody got something to say. And like I said, when people started coming around, it was like, "Oh, you doing this? You doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been coming here doing it." "Oh, don't you got to go to work? Don't you got to study?" "Yeah, I'm gonna get that done too, but I'm gonna still be here for my girl." So it's just it's yeah.
I wish my grandma was still around, man. If I was if I would have known now what I knew then. But oh, you spoke about retirement homes, right? All right. So did you hear about the I forgot the name of it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But it's some luxury retirement home that like some rich people was living in. I love you too, baby.
We want to let this sit
Love
right
her.
here. It's a lot of love going on.
That's my boo. She just texted me too. She gotta go back to work. Uh the old retirement look, she got me all twisted. I couldn't even, woo, you got me twisted, boo. Um uh no, the retirement home, they filed bankruptcy. It's some luxury retirement home. Forgot where it's at. I think I want to say it's in New York or something. My lash was lifting. Um, it's in New York. They filed for fucking bankruptcy, and the people fucking and the goddamn people fucking lost all their money. So the families invested. They invested to put money into the shit. It cost like, I think it was like 6,000 a month to live here or something. Live there. One family lost like 400,000. The other family lost like 700,000. They supposed to get the money because they invest into the estate, because it was like some kind of fucking luxury estate for the elderly people. And the when the parents died, the people were supposed to get that money, but now they lost all that shit.
Mm,
Excuse me. Yeah, and all the old people had to get out. They had to find places to go. Excuse me, y'all, because I belched. But
mm,
yeah,
shit.
I was gone. I was like, yeah, the whole man over here. That was
No,
rude, girl.
I
It
know,
was like we were just talking in the chat.
like, I laugh because Lord knows, woo, I think I've been getting on Judy's nerves.
What?
Girl, why the fuck? No, that's crazy.
I don't know if I want to go to a home. I don't know, man. I be feeling sorry for the older people that don't have nobody like to take care of them for real, or the sick for real. Because you only ain't gotta be old to need somebody to take care of you. Like people that's sick, that because especially if you ain't got like good insurance.
And to
Like,
the spouses, the husbands, and the wives, don't weaponize your position when it's convenient for you, especially when you know your husband or wife is faithful. That be up. If you gonna be there, be there. If you not, don't. And I'm not speaking on everybody. It's not all married couples, but for those of you who want to call out my husband or my wife when it's convenient, when you don't want to deal with some stuff, oh, call this one. Oh no, they can take care of that. No, stay there, sit in it, cause y'all dumb type get on my nerves.
yeah,
Don't
no. Watch who you marrying.
Yeah, don't pick and choose when you want to be a wife or a husband. I ain't never been married, but I'm here. If my husband was ever in a situation, I'm taking care of my husband. It ain't. I ain't gonna pick and choose. Oh, I don't want to do this part, so now I'm gonna just let call that. I'm gonna get low. And when you think somebody else is dead, you think it's the time to step away. But then when you feel like, oh, ain't nobody caught, they going to this person first. Because if this person is actively there, and you want to sit and pick and choose when you want to be a spouse. What you think will happen? Then you want to come and be all obliged. What is it? I don't even know the damn words. Y'all got me so pissed off because
Oblivious.
yeah, You want to come? I'm the I'm the husband. I get called first. You should have been there first. Then don't pick and choose or weaponize your position of when you want to be a husband or a wife, especially if you have a spouse on their deathbed.
Yeah.
Be there. Y'all get on my nerves. Though only them ones. I ain't talking about all y'all. Some of y'all did, but some of y'all.
Yeah, shout out to the caregivers and the people who out here taking care of people. Y'all need it in the world.
Yeah, they
And a
put
thank
in a whole lot of work.
and a thank you goes a long way. Caregivers don't need much. Just understand, and before you start telling that person what they need to do or what they should do, how about you help out? How about you say you need to take a little break? I got this part. Go ahead and do something for yourself. That's how you acknowledge the person that's there 24/7. That's how you acknowledge a caregiver instead of keep trying to point out what you think they should do and what they doing wrong, especially if you never lift a finger, never spoke to a person, or you not there, or you just want to come and go and do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't do that. You
Yeah.
ain't doing nothing but stressing that person out. And then let's just talk about the person who needs the care. When things like that happen around them, that they can feel that and it stresses them out, especially if they're like nonverbal. Energy is everything. Everything.
Yeah, and you said something about like the people being sick being mean. I want to say something. People, mean, sick people, to do tend to be mean, especially like very sick people, because you know they be already sick of being sick, so they don't mean to be mean. You got some of them to be nice, but like when you tired of being sick or you tired of being in pain, sometimes you don't even mean to be mean. You just be mean. You feel me? But you know, if you that caregiver, we go back to boundaries for 2 seconds. Motherfucker, set them boundaries. You got a lot of sick motherfuckers. You ain't never seen some of them people in the healthcare field. They tell the patient real quick, I'm not doing this with you today. And they ain't being rude, you feel me? And them patients know who to play with and who not to play with. You feel me? Your family member, when they, in the house, they got certain ones. A motherfucker will tell you in a minute. I don't want such and such over here. You know why they don't want such and such over there? Because such and such don't fucking play with their ass. And it's not necessarily always a bad thing. I'm here to take care of you. You're not gonna be mean to me. You're not gonna be mean to me. I'm not gonna be mean to you. You can't be a mean ass caregiver either, because you're gonna get what you give. You feel me? You coming in nasty, and that motherfucker needs you. They already in pain. They don't need that extra shit. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. If you the only person, fine. Sit in the car, be mad. Sit on the porch, be mad. Get your shit together. Have a temper tantrum outside the motherfucking door. Go to Walmart, spend $300 that you don't have. You feel me? Like, do some irrational shit. And y'all make probably thinking that that's some crazy shit, but like, no, some shit like, do whatever makes you happy. But if that's what's in your heart, the motherfucking take care of that person, do that with no regret, no regard, and fuck everybody else. Because at the end of the day, they need somebody. And them days you can't show up, oh, you can't show up. You've showed up 100 other times. So what if you took one or two or maybe three for yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry. Speak on that because that shit. I'm sorry. I got me cussing. That bothers me. It's always the one time that you legitimately can't, or that you're not, that everybody will hop on and make it seem like you the worst person in America. What in the world? And you could be there, like you said, a thousand and one times. That one time you say no, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's how I look at it. Like, listen. I mean, listen. I choose. You could choose a million other people, but you gotta choose yourself sometimes. There's not wrong with that. What's the next topic?
That was it. I wanted to start with that. The main reason why, one, it was personal. Two, it was also something that I've witnessed a lot, like personally and professionally. And most caregivers don't feel appreciated.
Well,
And it's
Donald Trump just said.
it's nothing like giving your all and you don't feel appreciated. Or it's always more. It's always more, or these expectations of you're supposed to just j- I don't know. It's a weird feeling. And talking to other people who felt the same way, it was kind of refreshing. You know, and not to say that they was going through the same things, but just to know like damn, I ain't the only one that feel like this. I ain't just crazy. Like this should really be like happening. And then it's like, but it's all but soon as you do one thing, or you're not able to do one thing, or maybe two things, it's it's like a complete freaking spiral. And it's like sometimes it's like it makes a person be like, fuck it, I'm just not going to do it no more. And then you gotta be like, fuck them. It's not about them. It's about this person. You know what I mean? And you know that this person needs you, but you endure so much, and it'd be like it'd just be hard. And then it's like, okay, I gotta deal with this here. Then I gotta go and deal with this, and then you do it with a smile. And then people think because you smile and you may wear it well, that doesn't mean that it's okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you don't go through anything, and it's because a person can continuously show up every day
Hmm.
and don't wear what their day actually is or how they feel inside. Don't think that that person don't have feelings, or that person isn't going through something. No, they just are. They just, what's the word I'm looking for? There comes a time, I think, when you endure certain things so much, your mask is easy to put on until it's not. And a lot of people mask exhaustion. A lot of people mask feeling unappreciated, like it's just never ending. Like you just always gotta, cause you gotta work. You know what I mean? You gotta care for this person. And for those who say you don't have to do anything, sometimes depending on the situation, yeah, you do have to. You know what I mean? Everything is, some things are just not a choice of no. Um, and then still do that. Still, if you're like a mom, a dad, you still gotta, be a parent to your kids. You gotta go to work, and you still gotta be professional. You still gotta, smile for, and try not to wear your feelings on your thing, and so you can either get along or find time to debrief. So
Yeah, but just like them other people, it's your choice to show up every time. Like as an individual, we all make the sacrifice. So it's about how much are you willing to sacrifice. Like one thing I'm big on saying is everybody got shit going on. So I can't say that my shit outweighs your shit. I'm just saying you might be more focused on your shit and not willing to sacrifice what you got going on as much as I'm willing to sacrifice. But the thing with that is getting to the point where you like when people like I need you to do this or I need you to do that and you are overwhelmed and you need a break, no, I can't. If that needs to be done, you need to do it. Because at this moment I am unavailable. You feel me? Like, no, it's on. I feel like it's more on it. I get that, people feel some kind of way when you're not available. But so what? Because you feel some kind of way when they not available. So I mean, nobody's. So are you basically telling me that your shit is so more important than my shit that I need to keep putting me on hold? You'll never get where you trying to get. And both of y'all just, if everybody just help out, you feel me? That in the ideal world, everybody would just help out. That's the shit you see in the movies, and that is the shit that some people do. You know, I see some of these families out here getting together, everybody going to grandma's house and all that stuff, and everybody taking care of her. A lot of people take care of their grandparents and stuff, and parents and all that stuff. And I think it's cool, But you do have them cases where it's like such and such won't, and this motherfucker, y'all knew that person was like that whole motherfucker life. They ain't gonna do that. And they gonna expect everybody to show up whenever they need. And you know what everybody gonna do? Show up instead of not showing up and showing that motherfucker how it feel for nobody to show up for you where you need it. You feel me? Like, but people would say you was mean for doing shit like that. Oh no, that's not how you do it. You supposed to do things and you supposed to keep showing up and keep being you. And you're saying you're tired. Well, you know what, motherfucker? Stop taking everybody else's advice. Do what your body telling you. Take a goddamn break, you know, and then, show up when you can, refresh so that you can be the best person there at that time. Because while you worrying about yourself, you are no help to that person. While you worrying about the kids and the bills and work and your husband or your wife and all that, you ain't no good to that motherfucking person. That person needs your undivided attention at that time.
I agree. And I think that's also a big thing of you got to set time for yourself. You have to. You have to. And I can honestly say that's one of I know that's one of the, I'm sorry, one of the biggest things most people struggle with is balancing self-care time because
Yeah.
they're always doing that. So that's significantly important. And I think a lot of people don't understand. And sometimes we think, and I say, I'm only saying we as in, like, in generally speaking, we think we don't show it. We thinking we coming up like, oh, and not noticing, no, you might be a little bitch. You becoming bitchy. You're becoming snappy. You're becoming, you're retreating. You're self-isolating. Like all of those things tend to start to exist and you really don't realize it because you're not taking time for yourself. I used to be one of them people who I'm not going to use my time for that. No, if I need a mental health day, I'm not going to make it in. I'm sick of saying I'm not going. You know what I mean? I use my time. If I need a day, I need that. If I know I don't work the weekends or something happen, I'm gonna take that time. I'm just gonna do
Coco,
it.
that kind of wisdom the older you get, that's the kind of decisions you make. You be like, oh, all right. You know what?
Yeah. And it's like even in the hardest times, um, and just to go back to therapy, I really think I think everybody should have a therapist. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even just if it's just like somebody that can be a confidant or whatever to put certain things into perspective of how to navigate it. Because sometimes you got to hear it and then they'll give you the tools and like, oh, this is reality. I ain't gonna lie, mine put some things in my face and was like, so what are you gonna do? And I'm like, what you mean? And it's like when you listen to somebody that's, oh, it's everything about them revolves around everybody else. A lot of people don't realize that they don't do anything for themselves. So you got slowly but surely just do it. Or they need somebody that's in their corner that's going to be honest and be like, you doing too much. You need to do something for yourself, or you look a mess. Sometimes we need to hear you look a mess or you being a mess. Get your shit together.
Everybody ain't willing to hear that shit.
Mm-mm. No,
Everybody
but
ain't willing to hear that shit.
yeah, a lot of people say they want um constructive criticism, but you're right, they're not receptive to it. And everybody can't take the truth. My thing is tell me because even when it was said to me, I was like, So then when I started to notice it, and I, I talk to you all the time, and other things started to shift, and I'm like, damn, that's what happened when you choose, when 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 you start to put your own things into, wants and needs and all of those things, and then it's like even caring for someone else, sometimes reaching out, your support system ain't always who you think it is. But then you have to reach out to some people, and I've even had to learn, okay, I need to ask for help because you can't do it all. Nobody in this world can solely do everything by themselves. And I hate when I hear, I don't need no fucking body. I don't need this. I don't need. Everybody needs somebody at some point. I ain't saying you need somebody to be like, oh, my man, my man, my man, or my lady. I'm just saying everybody needs someone at some point.
Correction.
You
Everybody need their people. Because everybody ain't supposed to be. You can have a whole lot of somebodies, but
No,
everybody
I'm
need
saying
their
what's the
goddamn
people
people.
that can be your confidant. Like, now I ain't saying just anybody, but somebody who,
Uh,
because you have some people that be like, I don't need nobody. I can do it by myself. I can do it by myself. I can do it by myself. I don't need this. I don't need nobody for this. And it's like,
you know, I'm low key one of them people. I can do. I don't want to though. That's my whole thing. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what I can do by myself. Because if I wanted, to do that shit by myself, I wouldn't, involve anybody else in my life, whether it's friend, family, whatever, girlfriend, especially in relationship. Near tell you, I'm one of them. I don't want to. Okay, I'm very independent. I might be too independent at times. I don't want to be. I want to be very dependent. I claim me on your taxes, dependent type of dependent. That's the type of dependent I'm trying to
uh,
be.
okay. So with that being said, how do you give it up though? Because if you are this highly independent person and you have a mindset of you can do it all, but you don't want to do it all, how do you let
Well,
the other person think, yeah?
in a partnership, one, you gotta tell your partner that. You feel me? And then, all right. What I'm working on is not taking control of everything. You feel me? Because I'm so used to taking control of. Because I mean, when that's what you used to doing, that's what you do. You feel me? But in order for your partner to feel like they can, let their guard back, you gotta take charge and shit. Like you can't deal with a dependent. I can't speak on a independent man. Like, because I'm pretty sure that's something. You feel me? Because if you taking care of your man, I don't know. Because you're not supposed to take care of your man, I guess. But I'm a lesbian, so in the lesbian relationship, if I mean, it the fuck, just do the shit. You feel me? Like, just do the shit. If you don't want me to do it, then you take care of it. Because if it need to be taken care of, I'm the type of woman that's gonna take care of. You feel me? And I feel like that's what any kind of woman. If you fuck with any kind of independent woman, she don't like to wait on shit when she knows she gonna do it. Because if she got the capabilities of doing it, trust and believe she gonna motherfucking do it. Why wait? Now either just replace what she then did, or motherfucking keep it moving, or do something to do the next task. So she ain't got motherfucking do it. You feel me? That's the only way I can honestly say it. Because I mean, I'm not the type of person to sit around the way. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you say you're gonna do something, to fucking do it. You feel me? If not, I'm probably gonna do it, and vice versa. That's the type of woman I am. So I don't think it's nothing wrong with that though. But that's my. Is there something wrong with that? Because that's just I think that's a doubting. So yeah, that's how we operate in here. You feel me? Like,
No, I agree.
yeah, somebody gotta do it. So one of us gonna do it, or both of us gonna do it, or but the shit gonna get goddamn done. like, like shit.
But
No, you can.
wait a minute.
Oh,
Before we get, because I feel like this can raise shift, because I know I was getting ready to say something. Paul,
Yes.
what you got anything to say before? Because this can ready to go and shift.
about being independent.
No, I nothing. I was just thinking about this white woman with her racist, redneck, poor trash ass criminal ass, and had all them redneck people, redneck rich people donate money to her. She's living the life of Riley right now. I was just thinking about that. That just popped into my head.
What lady?
You know, white woman that went viral and shit for some shit. What did she do? She went on a viral rant or something. Somewhere I can't remember what it was about. I just know they said the white woman was abusive of her kids and all kind of shit, criminal charges or whatever passed. And somewhere or another GoFundMe and gave her them racist redneck rich people with some money and gave her about $100,000 or something. And she's living the life of Riley right now. And they feel like shit. That just
She
popped in my head for some reason.
she down there?
No, she ain't down here. I don't
Where's
know
she
what
at?
she's around somewhere in the States. It just popped into my head though, out of the blue. I just think about
Oh my God, I love you so much.
I was like,
that. What?
that shit was just out the blue. Like, wait, what?
Yes. I'm telling you, I heard that. I might have heard it on the BBC News. I be watching it quite a bit now. But yeah, I still
Is
watch it.
it true? You like BBC? I like BBC too. BBC is really
Yeah.
good.
That's why I knew about Trump talking about black people love him because they know a good scam and shit. I knew about that when they had it on the BBC News. I said, this mother here say
That's because
anything.
that nigga's a big scam. The
Yeah, he'll say
scam of all
anything.
scam.
And this, I'm too boy.
I had something to say about him, but I forgot because that's how much he don't live in my fucking brain. Nobody got time. I can't waste the brain cells I have left on that motherfucker.
Keep an eye on him.
Fucking
Now,
that. I'm trying
now
to
he done took the
preserve
oil
over this
tanker.
motherfucker.
You know he done took the oil tank over there in Venezuela. That's what he wanted to do anyway. They didn't took the oil tank and they had the
Oh,
military go over there and jump on the ship and take
I
the
know what
ship.
I wanted to say. Did y'all see that motherfucking award thingy? The hand thingy, the award thingy they gave him. What was it? The fucking
Yeah,
the
FIFA
first
thing.
ever. Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
FIFA.
ever FIFA blew his motherfucking head up. Why they do that? Why they give a man that?
They
I've been
wanted
look.
to tease him.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I've been missing a whole lot. The only thing that I've been really watching is like dairy. I've been watching a little bit of YouTube, but I haven't really been able to like sit down
Well, did
and
you
really.
watch the Diddy shit? Did you watch the Diddy thing?
No, I haven't
Girl,
yet. Can we do that
oh my
Monday?
god, you
All right, let's
like
talk
girl.
about it Monday. Monday. I'm gonna watch it Monday. I haven't had time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna
Girl,
tell you.
you ain't watched the Diddy. All right, you
I'm
gotta catch up. You
gonna,
gotta watch Staircase. You gotta watch Diddy. You gotta see Donald Trump get the. It look like all their hands on the thing. Girl, that I swear, I just feel like they gave him that because it's like it was like a joke. It was the first. I want to see who get it. I think it was a joke. They can't be serious. They gave that man the first ever feast for what it
We'll
was
see.
the peacemaker the what was it some peacemaker
Yeah, FIFA, peaceful.
award. It wasn't even like a and they gave him the little fucking oh man. Uh, yeah, come on, we talk about that because I got to write my cliff notes. Write my cliff notes down
so
about that because I got some things. Can I just say just two things?
we
Just two
can't talk
things.
about Diddy without Q.
All right, but I just want to say two things. Two things.
Okay.
This shit should have came out before he was sentenced, and Diddy motherfucker should have, you know, he need to learn how to pay people because 50 would have never got his hands on that motherfucking footage if he would have just paid what he owed. Now watch the goddamn shit so we can talk about it, man. Because I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay. So can I ask y'all a question? Because I really want to review some stuff. Do y'all want? I want to do a. We'll talk offline. But look, Do y'all? I'm gonna watch it. But do y'all watch dairy? Are y'all into like allegedly horror stuff?
I'm trying to let it get up a couple. I don't like waiting for episodes. I don't got time for that shit. I'm a
There,
No,
binger.
man, go with the idiots and
they
shit.
all. It's only one more left, and that come out next week. But listen, I'm
All
so
right, so I
invested
watch them.
because it's not everybody like. Oh, it's it. No, no. This is
Yeah, I
good.
watched the first two. That first episode had me. The motherfucking baby came out. I was like, what the
This,
fuck is going on? It's
it,
my
I ain't even
kind
gonna
of
end it
shit.
for you, but it gets better. I just watched episode 7. I watched it yesterday. When I tell you, I have never been like, oh shit, so many times in
I
one
gotta
setting.
see because I'm a
And then the ending had me stuck like
yeah.
literally, I was stuck. And I don't never watch the credits. I was stuck like that, like, oh my god. I can't wait for the next episode. I cannot wait. And it's gonna be the finale. Cause see, cause and then this episode was like an hour and like 2 or 10 minutes or something like that. But when I say the spin that is spun that I wasn't expecting, it was listen, listen, please
I
watch
gotta
it.
watch it. I
We're
gotta
gonna
watch it.
we
I
going
was watching it.
all right, so I'm gonna watch Diddy and then we're gonna talk about it. I think I'm probably the only person in freaking America that haven't seen this
Mm.
daggone documentary, and
Girl,
we're
you
gonna talk
probably
about
the only
it.
person in the world because they don't watch that shit overseas.
I heard it's like number one all over, but then I also saw something where there was a reference made that he was saying he might do one on what's that man name, Jay-Z.
Mm. Listen, I listen. You got to be a crazy motherfucker to beef with 50. Have
No,
any kind of beef with that nigga.
the only reason why you don't be up on the panel because you don't know how to come up here and act civilized sometimes, like you got some sense. We don't want to hear nothing about losing anything. No offense. I'm talking to him. Take offense to that.
I know each other, J Bear.
Well, say,
J
You
Bear,
you come up here and don't read the panel. You come up here, we could be having a whole like emotional moment, and you'll be like, "But you see the motherfucker." Shut the fuck up! Don't nobody want like, yeah, I send you the link. I'm joking with you. I send it to you.
well, say, don't do my fellow Ravens fan like that.
Girl, I'd be like, go sit down. Go sit. Then hold on. Speaking of the Ravens, right? What
I don't want to talk about them because they cheated.
no, no, this should have me. This should sent me because I don't know why people call me no, like thinking I give credit where credit is due, right? So he like, we got robbed. Don't you think we got robbed? I said, bro, that's not for me to decide. I said because y'all just ain't been the Ravens team that we all knew all season. Like, what the fuck do you want me to? Oh, you looking for a friend in this moment? No.
yeah.
Stop calling her. Stop calling her at the L game. It's bad
Mm-mm.
luck for the team. She's
I
not a
ain't gonna
Ravens
give you
fan.
the answer that you need. Like, listen, hey, don't you think we got robbed? Did you watch the whole thing? It was 2 feet. Okay, well, so the whole game you got robbed. Y'all just the way that y'all played ain't affect either. Okay.
I don't want to talk about the game. Mm-mm.
See, this is why he don't come up here. That right
I mean,
there.
it's always Ravens Nation. Born and raised. Here to stay. But
Friend, no, I know friend. I
they
love
could
you,
have
but
gave us that. They could have gave us that.
you don't even wear your gear no more.
I'm, my flag is always up in the living room. I got a flag hanging in my window.
Friend,
In the front window. Don't
friend,
worry. You know what? Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going. You know what?
friend. It was
I'm going.
time
I'm.
But every time you was up here, you had your Ravens on your tits all in the screen. We have not.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I will not disappoint. I will not disappoint. Wait that, wait
Screenshot,
that, wait that.
screenshot this, please.
What?
Screenshot. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a picture of the screen right here. That's that.
Mm.
Cause I'm a yeah. Where my motherfucking camera?
J Bear,
Yeah, me fucked up. Hold on, let me make sure it's my
you got high hopes for us. I don't even got them this year. I did. They cheating us.
Don't worry, we'll get some get back for y'all Sunday.
the little
We just
oh
going. We'll do better next year. We need a new lot of everything's.
Miami gonna beat that ass for 'em.
behold.
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Behold.
that is salty.
Yeah. Yeah. I had that happen. But no, the part that got me was the end after the
We
season
should have
was
beat them.
hold up. But then they go to what's his name, Coach Tomlin, and he was all like, "Why did they do that?" I was trying to let me tell you this. Cable. I cable so I was like, "Oh my gosh,
I ain't got
why?"
nothing to say.
No,
We
that was
lost.
an insult because I'm like, okay. And when they panned to, they did their little interview. When they panned to him, and he was,
They should have gave us that. He had the ball.
Yeah, they
He
gave
was
y'all
in
the
there.
business.
"There's no way you can believe this. Have you seen what the Patriots look like this season?"
Like you
No,
guys say,
I ain't even
who
gonna lie. I
won?
need to watch one of their games. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what the Patriots look like this season. I know what the Ravens look like this season. And I'm highly disappointed.
As you said,
I tell
y'all
y'all
going
on
back
every
to the last
hold
two
up,
seasons.
take this piece of candy out. So I tell y'all every motherfucking time we had this conversation. I don't give a shit about them other motherfucking teams. I don't know how your team play unless your team play my motherfucking team.
The 21st.
Yeah, but that's the only time I'm
And
gonna
look,
watch them. But I need to watch them before though, because I need to see how y'all play. I need to watch y'all.
oh baby, it's entertainment. That's how that game. They had to make it prime time so y'all can get a prime time ass whipping.
I don't give a shit. You know what? I still don't care. I'm just highly disappointed in the goddamn Ravens.
But but look what he came back and said though. Don't try to clean it up now. We got the picture. I got the screenshot. Okay, y'all guys. We've been having the top spot, but because y'all thought because we was some trash the last two seasons, it was going to continue to be that way. No, nope.
Yeah, y'all living proof that the dog don't the trash don't last all the time. We
Watch my
fall
face.
down, but
My face
we
say
fall down, but we get up.
win, lose or draw. We in the playoffs. So but we ain't.
J Van, I know you got high hopes in us. And I'm a ride with you, my Ravens brother. But I need to see how they play. Do you watch them? Because I don't need to waste my time to watch these niggas.
You bad. Salty. Salty. Oh, salty.
Look, I'm over here dying because I bit on this piece of candy and it's sour. I did not mean.
All right, Paul number
I
two, Paul Jr.
I ain't eating no more. That motherfucker caught me off guard.
I had to let them sit up there for a while. So when I go back and I gotta take the what you call 'em, and then cause I'm gonna learn how to work this whole stream yard. Where when after that game that Monday, no, won't be bad. That Monday, Oh, it's definitely watch how I come.
I'm not gonna
Watch,
be here.
watch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be moving.
That's your excuse for everything now. I'm gonna be,
I am. I'm gonna be moving.
I know, but everything.
We moving. I belong going in the middle of the move. I probably look a little.
It's okay. It's all right. Paul, you got anything? What your Dolphins doing?
We done won us a few in a row. We get ready to beat Pittsburgh Sunday. That's why I'm telling Jude, and we're gonna get some get back for him.
Thank you.
We'll,
Listen, somebody.
we'll beat them for you.
I don't have no problem with the Dolphins. The Dolphins ain't never do nothing to me.
I can't stand them.
No, cause we in the same division. No, you don't like us.
I'm never
Y'all,
pulling for you
y'all
playing.
haven't really played. Y'all haven't really played nobody yet. Neither to be boasting about y'all's record. Y'all beat a bunch
What?
of nobody
No,
teams.
we're not doing that. We're not doing that because last season I ain't no.
Yeah, because we got the hardest teams in our division. Our division really the hardest. Now we want to talk divisions. We
Every
want to
time
talk
we said
divisions.
it. So,
y'all, y'all's
so
division suck right now. Cause damn, Cincinnati ain't winning. Pittsburgh they're winning. Baltimore not winning.
I mean,
Cleveland not winning.
we tied because we've been kicking ass all the other years.
They said
That,
y'all might get. They said y'all might be the only division getting with a losing record with the champion.
Because our division tied. Our division been kicking ass forever.
Oh boy.
and you know it. You know it. Y'all know me. You're some
Oh.
haters.
Oh, yeah, okay. Nobody's hating on the Patriots.
Ain't
Y'all
nobody
been
proud of me
down.
these days.
Y'all
You
been
gonna
down the game.
hold on and hold on. Wait. Pause. Oh, I have to go back and get it because I'm about to tell y'all. I'm gonna find that J Bear has a whole video that he posted talking about Trey and Lamar and all kinds of other stuff after they lost. So now you want to
You
tell
want to
me?
trade Lamar?
Now you want to tell me?
Yeah,
J
You want
Bad.
to
First off, we
tell
need to
me that
start with the
y'all gonna
coach.
win? You don't even believe? No, he ain't say nothing about the coaches. He was like, "This is how
No,
he did
that's
it."
what I said. I said first of all, he need to start with the coach.
Now I can agree with that, but this fool here gonna say the video starts off, "Hey y'all, uh, first things first, we need to get rid of Lamar." That's how the video starts off. It was no intro, no leeway into it, and then he was walking around. Very as a matter of fact, it's always Lamar for. But then when they win, he the typical Ravens fan. When they win, you see Lamar though. He want to start sending people little gifts and shit with Lamar. Don't you want him trade? People
First
people
of all, we
trade.
not getting rid of Lamar. They need to stop only depending on Lamar to try to him. Who is it? Andrews and Henry. Um, yeah, stop depending on them three players. It's another one too. I think they're the only one. What's the other one name?
Henry
But
pisses
anyway,
me off because he never
huh?
do what Henry pisses me off. He never do what he's supposed to do when he supposed to do it for the parlay.
First of all,
I
he
ain't
ain't
he's
supposed
not
to.
he's doing
He
nobody
doing
else.
exactly what he need to do for your motherfucking parlay. Cause, if you ain't with it, we with it. So fuck that. But anyway, don't be betting on my team. Cause
No,
it's
I didn't.
our team.
I just needed him to get a certain yards, and then I'm like, okay, he
No,
ain't never get
no,
no hold on the balls. I just knew.
no,
No,
no.
hold on.
Oh,
I just knew he was going to have like at least a touchdown. With Pittsburgh, I'm thinking he going to show out because he ain't showed out no other fucking games, right? Man,
none.
you couldn't even get one. Oh my god.
Well, that's because you need to stop depending on just certain fucking players.
I
That
agree.
don't you got a whole goddamn team out there? All right, the fuck.
I agree.
Keep them motherfuckers guessing. When we first got Lamar, we kept them motherfuckers guessing. You know, you ain't know if he was going to run, if he was going to throw the ball, if they was going to run, you feel me? If they was going to catch the ball from far, you ain't know what the fuck the Ravens was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we still ain't get the fucking Super Bowl. So all I'm saying is, what'd you say?
No, honestly and truthfully, I don't think this is true. If you notice this season compared to the other season, these little young dudes that's coming, they coming and they
I
running
don't
through.
think we need a vet quarterback.
No, I think y'all need a young one because
Yeah.
the team is not. I think y'all need a young one. I think everybody needs to start fresh because the league is changing. So a lot of the vets are older. Again, you have everybody damn near being injured. Why not get some fresh feet, some fresh arms, some fresh eyes?
Yeah, they come. That's because them young, but them young ones coming out and playing too goddamn hard. They playing football like back in the day,
Mhm.
and and that's why the motherfuckers hurt. But when everybody not playing the way they should be fucking playing, like first of all, you supposed to protect your goddamn quarterback. He be getting hit. He be getting sacked. You feel me? Like you ain't supposed to be like him get like motherfucking hit like that. He's the motherfucking arm of the team. Stupid. Fuck. And then catch the ball and hold that motherfucker. You know that motherfucker will be practicing that goddamn run for a week. After that, hold the ball. You feel me? Like hold the motherfucking ball.
Yeah,
Y'all,
they
y'all play football for millions and millions of dollars, and y'all motherfucking, you ain't just letting that ball go like that. I'm sorry. Like, come on, man. And I know y'all out there playing hard, but catch the ball. And one of them games, he was doing a whole bunch of fucking like they turnovers.
he was looking like Herbert did last night. Everything he threw the first half was a motherfucking interception.
I forgot who they was playing. Yeah, man. But anyway, you win some. You know my motto. You win some, you lose some. You live to rave another day.
Yeah, y'all losing a lot though.
It don't fucking matter. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell a
Um,
digger nights. If you ain't first, you're last.
I
okay,
guess
I'm
it
gonna do
feels good to be New England for a change.
what?
Since you got something to talk about. I remember last year, New England, you couldn't say nothing about New England.
All I could say was they stressing me out. But I ain't never want to
Yeah.
trade. When I knew you never. Now you heard me say what was that? Like I can't. Mac. You heard me say I wanted Mac gone. Yes. But when we got May, y'all never heard me say I like May. I always yeah. We just had to
Listen,
right.
listen. That's the way y'all do that shit over there with y'all punk ass team. When we start losing, we start strategizing. We need to get a new coach. We need to do this. We need to do that. We start trying to the fuck. We need some fixes. You feel me? Something ain't right. Something ain't motherfucking right.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody said I was getting rid of the coach though.
we need to. They
I
keep
agree.
talking about Lamar. I keep talking about the coach. He been there for a long time. We need a new coach. We need fresh. We need some fresh eyes and some fresh plays and and some better blockage plays on the motherfucking quarterback and defense. Whoever the coach of the defense, new one. We need a better
No,
motherfucking
no,
defense.
no, no. Who is that? The dark skin one? Now y'all got dark. What is his name? Is he
I
the
don't know
no?
what the fuck his name is. I looked it up the other day. I be forgetting. It don't hold too tough. But I was looking at the whole list of coaches. Look, you ever get so mad at the game? You look at the coaches. Who was the fuck is the coach? If they had the whole coach roster up that bitch, it's a whole. That's the coach of special teams, the coach of this team, the coach of that team, whatever.
This was never.
Defense.
I always talk win, lose or draw. I'm gonna always speak on my team. But the difference between me and Ravens fans is I can take it when y'all was talking trash about my team losing because I knew we sucked. I was real about it.
You
Yes, we look terrible. We look, but we'll be back. Give us some time. And I kept saying that you ain't never heard me quit my team like J Bad do. I ain't never get online half naked, laying across the bed, talking about my team suck. You
don't
ain't
worry, J Bad. I got this.
like that at all. I just like them stressing me out. I had a lot of tequila over the last what two couple seasons or whatever. I had a lot of tequila on deck. I was pacing. Yes, they had me drunk a lot of fun. But I never got up here and was like, fuck my team. And you ain't never see me make videos.
Mhm.
Videos.
You well, you know the difference between me and my fellow Ravens and y'all Patriots. We don't give a damn about what y'all do with y'all team. It's about how we feel with else. And that day, that's how the fuck we felt. And we still love the Ravens. But we might need a new coach, or we might need a new offense, or we might need some new defensive play. We might need a better linebacker. You feel me? We might at that time when they whoever pissed us off at that game, they may need to go. And we might love them next week because they still part of the team. It's like fucking grandma house on Sunday dinner. I don't like Uncle Elroy or his wife with the mustache, but we coming because we family. And she better not say that. You feel me? That's our team.
No,
That's the difference in
because
us
I hear
Ravens
people
and
say
y'all
the many
Patriots.
people that say after Ravens be Ravens fans. They all it's always but when they losing it's soon as they lose, it's like what?
So what we supposed to cheer when they lose? We mad as shit.
No, but
We
don't say
mad as
it.
shit.
But don't be like I'm diehard. Then you like f my team, like you no longer supporting them.
Man, fuck that. That's just how we felt that day. I listen, because I'm a diehard fan. I'm a diehard fan. But man, listen, it's like a love, it's like being in a relationship. You love that motherfucker so much, but the day is fuck them because they got on your nerves. You feel me? But tomorrow, you feel me? I mean, yeah, that's how you felt yesterday. But today, I feel better. You feel me? That's all it is. It's just a love-hate relationship. That's our team. But y'all need to worry about, don't worry about how we are with our team. Y'all need to worry about your own goddamn team.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We got number two in our division with we don't even care. We don't care.
You, you look like
Listen,
you can.
listen. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We know they suck. We know they sucking right now. They need to get it together. They need to get it together. That's the Baltimore in us. Yeah, they need to get that shit together. But how are you from Baltimore and a Patriots fan? That is the real question. That is the real question. How are you from Baltimore? You a Patriots fan? You know
Do I
what?
have to say that? No, because when I became a Patriots fan, there was no team in Baltimore. Period. Y'all was going for at that time they was the Washington. What was that? The Indians. What was no? What was that?
I ain't never been a Washington nothing fan.
What you
I did
so no
cause I don't like that damn team.
no? But I'm just saying there was no team, and most Baltimoreans was going for Washington because y'all ain't had
No,
no
in
team.
Pittsburgh, a lot of people here Steelers fans and the Patriots. A lot of people and Colts. Some people Colts fans.
Why do I keep saying I'm flashing? Like what the fuck is that?
Oh my God,
because
is it the sixth
it's
sense?
raining down here.
Is it the sixth sense up in here?
Yeah, it's raining here, so it's probably gonna snow.
Hello.
Uh-uh. Stay away from the lights, Lauren. Stay away from the lights.
It's like
Don't go to the lights.
what? Ain't nobody.
It's probably my light do that when it's getting ready to blow out.
But it's not. It wasn't when I looked over when I saw it. It did it twice. The light just stays like it is. It's not going out.
I thought I had the whole ghost ahead because I used to keep the light on out in the hallway, and I'd be in the room and it'd be dark and it'd just be flickering, and then I come out it'd be like just working. I was like, I got a ghost,
Look,
but
look,
that
look,
was my
look.
bulb.
On the ops.
See, look,
That's
first of all,
you got his back though. But this is second call. This is like second or third comment he made. He wants
I see. I just said something about him. Uh, said something when he was posting that shit. Don't nobody listen.
Mhm.
I want a better kicker because I don't like this new kicker we got. What's his name? I don't
Mm,
remember. I don't know his name. I don't like him
negative.
though. She 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 low key. We like her second favorite team.
Negative. Negative.
Mhm.
Negative. Okay.
That's all right. Don't worry, cause I don't like no team though, so I can't even say not friend. I don't like no other team for real. I only tolerate the team in our division because they in our division. My team got to play them.
Yeah. Well, we got anything else before we get up out of here, y'all?
Yeah, yeah. If you from Baltimore, you're not a Ravens fan. Shame on you.
Okay, this man.
Whatever. Whatever. Always I hated when we was losing. Y'all was fine with it.
That's all right. When y'all start losing next year, I'm gonna start talking shit. This year I'm quiet. This
We
year, y'all,
do.
I don't have much to say because we on the losing end, so I'm quiet. But that's all right. That's all right. Lose today, win tomorrow. Let us win.
Mm.
You,
Even Paul shook his head. Paul no. Paul know the truth.
uh,
Tell her, Paul. Tell her.
forget Paul.
Paul said,
Paul.
Like
Paul,
I
Worry
Paul,
about
said,
that. Y'all,
somebody
y'all
that
go.
division going to the playoffs with a losing record. Whoever win that division gonna have a losing record be in the playoffs. So it's between Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincinnati,
Mhm.
and Cleveland. We already know where Cleveland at.
Hey, listen. If the Lord or the universe, if the football universe, God allow it, you know, one of them may get to the playoff and kick ass. It ain't over until it's over.
Yeah,
Well,
And that
but I
somebody
don't
just
think
may
it's
be
just
us
winning.
because we are who we are. And it's Ravens all day.
you don't even sound confident with that.
Because I'm sick of that ass at the same time. Listen, I'm trying, man. Because
I didn't even say you believed it from.
every time I be in here watching them damn games, I just be like, this motherfucking shit, man.
Paul, I know you don't feel too well. I know you was kind of quiet, but can you give us some? Can you take us out with some final thoughts?
Lord, I'm in pain.
I'm sorry. I hope you feel better.
Oh, I hope so too. Well, let's see. A final thought is Agent Orange talking about how much black people love him. It's got to be the biggest joke in the world. This man is doing everything to remove black people from the history of American culture, or American anything. So, my thought is for all you raccoon faced people that's cheering this man on, I know that you don't think you're going to be excluded from the punishment that he's going to get when it comes to him. But in the meantime, we just keep going, 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 going. Don't stop. Don't give in to the evilness of these crooked ass people because they are only here for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was it.
Did I do enough? Damn, that's you still got 4 minutes to go to
I know you
Tennessee.
said 'cause, I can't go over the 2 hour thing because I'm trying to get the other one.
Okay, so you gotta go
Yeah.
to 9:58 then, at least 9:58. You still got 2 minutes. Jude can add something.
Before you, I'm gonna just say thank you to the people that we had in the comment section. Sorry I didn't get into the comment section because the conversation was kind of flowing and I didn't want to try to interrupt it. So shout out to Lamont, Morena, Daytrick. Who else did I see in there? J
Yeah.
Bed. J
Mm-hmm.
I
Bed.
didn't see nothing. I didn't
You
see
have
nothing.
a thing, Nia. If I forgot your name, I apologize. But we appreciate everybody for watching. I thought people come on. Shout out to YouTube, Facebook, um, Twitch. I'm on Twitch now, y'all go follow. Everywhere. So thank you everybody for supporting and continue to support. Even though we were gone for a while, you know, at the reset. We're back, and we will talk. See you guys on Monday at 7. Don't forget Monday chats. Where we're missing one. Q will be there on Monday, God willing. Um, but yeah, Jude.
Oh, that's it. Which one you say? I'm like, what? Hi.
Okay, so Monday night chat. Um, I'm gonna watch Diddy. We'll talk about Diddy, I guess, Monday. Whenever Jude watches Dairy, Welcome to Dairy, the spinoff of
Watch it
it,
back.
we'll do a review on that. And again, just stay tuned. We appreciate everybody. We love everybody who love on us. If we have any questions, thoughts, anything like that, please feel free. You can slide in our DMs. Follow everybody. You can follow Jude at the Jude Creations on Instagram. You can follow Judy Jr. on Facebook. For Paul, his name is right there. I'm gonna say it wrong. Paul what is it?
More than you can see.
Oh, more than you or Facebook. Also on you can follow Cat Convo on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Kick, and also
Mm,
Spotify. If you are watching the replay of this, please comment, like, subscribe. We appreciate you guys, and we will talk to you on Monday.
peace. See if I go let you go up. Go let you go up.